Hey everyone, I'm Karnak, Star Wars Armada Explained. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to look at a ship title for the GR-75 transports, the Quantum Storm. Quantum Storm, how do you know it equips to the GR-75? Well, if you look at the bottom left-hand corner of the card, you will see the GR-75 transport icon. Besides the fact that there is a GR-75 on the, the Earth there. So Quantum Storm, if you look in front of its name, you'll see a little dot or bullet point. Signifies that this title is unique. You can only bring one of them in your fleet. It is faction specific for the Rebel Alliance only. It is 1 point, and it's a very good title for 1 point. Let's go into why. So this title, it reads Navigation Command. After you execute a maneuver, you may exhaust this card to execute a Speed 1 maneuver with a yaw of 0. So a yaw of 0 is so essentially this GR-75, remember they go speed 3, so essentially it can turn it into speed 4. So Quantum Storm is essentially Enginetechs but for a GR-75. So how does this card work? It's very straightforward. Let's dive right in. So typically a GR-75, let's move some of this stuff over. So a GR-75, when you bring up the maneuver tool on here, put it on the left hand side, a GR-75 can typically only move to speed 3 as its max. But if you utilize a navigation command, you can execute a maneuver to essentially make it speed 4. So to give an example, a GR-75 can typically make a maneuver, something like this. So we're going to go ahead and we're saying we're going to go speed 3. We're going to put 1 click there on the second yaw point. We're going to move forward. We'll say that we've executed a navigation command. So at this point, now remember when you're doing something like Enginetechs or Quantum Storm, you do your initial speed 3 remover, then you straighten and remove the tool. Whether you're doing it on Vassal or in real life, you technically need to remove the tool. A lot of people don't to save time. It all just depends. Then you replace the tool, and then you recommit to the maneuver, go in speed 1. No yaw value change. And just so everyone knows, no, you cannot use Maydeen on the Quantum Storm maneuver. Why is that? Let's get into some schematics of Quantum Storm. It's the same thing that relates to Enginetechs. So remember, Quantum Storm you can only use if you use a navigation command, whether that's using the dial, using a navigation token, or using navigation dial and token. So you couldn't, for example, do something like the following, and a lot of people make this mistake, is they'll go, speed 2, 1, 2, or 3, whatever speed they want. They'll go speed 3, but they didn't spend a navigation dial or a navigation token to execute the navigate command, and then they'll say, oh, you know what, I'm going to now spend my navigation token that maybe I had on that ship, and then say, oh, you know what, now I'm going to spend it, and now I'm going to execute the Quantum Storm maneuver. That's illegal. Okay, you don't allow people to do that. That's not correct. It's the same deal with Enginetechs. Remember, you need to trigger the navigation command before this card can be used. So you can't commit to maneuver and then spend a token and then move forward, because technically you've already executed your initial maneuver and signified that you were not using any navigation command when you did so. Okay, so in order to use Quantum Storm, you have to use a dial or a token, or dial and token. You must spend or declare the use of that before actually then committing to your maneuver. Now, when you use the dial or the token, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to change your speed. You don't have to add any yaw clicks or anything like that. You can just say that you're spending it, but you're not changing speed or doing anything. You're just using it to signify that you acknowledge that you have spent to utilize and activate the navigation command overall, and then you can use Quantum Storms. Does that make sense? It's all about the timing. That's why Maydeen can't be used with the Quantum Storm movement, because Maydeen signifies that you have to do all of his abilities in the actual navigation command portion of the movement. Now remember, Quantum Storm takes place essentially after you've done your initial movement, meaning that when you do your secondary movement with Quantum Storm, that timing window has already passed. Medine cannot be used with Quantum Storm. Again, that's something that some people get confused about. But that is Quantum Storm. One more aspect about this is in regards to entrapment formation. So entrapment formation in a nutshell allows you to change your speed, but this in of itself is not a activation of a navigation command that would qualify Quantum Storm to be triggered. Because all entrapment formation does is allows you to change your speed by 1. It doesn't say that it's giving you a navigation command. So again, that does not trigger Quantum Storm. Some things that a lot of people love to use Quantum Storm for, obviously, is to make sure you're maneuvering your ship right in the right space. They love putting slicer tools on it. A lot of players will have a slicer tools Quantum Storm with Radis, because as you see here, if we put the setup area on here, if you put Quantum Storm right in the middle, and you are able to then essentially reach the middle of the table with Quantum Storm, boom. Not only that, because remember, you can drop your dropship at distance 1. So essentially, there's distance 1. If you've got a large base, here, let me pull out a large base real quick. For example, let's do a MC75. So if you have Radis, for example, this is what you can see at the start of turn 2 with Quantum Storm. That's at distance 1. And as you can see there, that's what makes Radis so dangerous, is that you pretty much can get in your face right at the start of turn 2 using a ship that can be difficult to kill because it's got those scatter tokens on it, or the scatter token on it. So that's Quantum Storm. There is no FAQ, no clarifications. There's no other crazy interactions or anything else I'm aware of. Again, I just like making sure I'm pointing out these little intricacies, things that some people may not realize. Of course, if you feel like I got anything wrong or something is an error, please be sure to post about it. Let me know. I do read my comments. I do respond to them. You don't hurt my feelings. Please be sure to join me on Discord. If you got any immediate questions or if you just want to chat. As always, I do appreciate you guys joining me. I am going to be doing a live Q&A next Monday, so if you want to join me for that, please do. Look forward to seeing you there. That will be 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll be doing a live stream on YouTube. You can also join me again on the Discord. I appreciate you guys watching, and like always, I'll catch you next time.